Bah, Belgium, land of chocolates, beer, and the European Union's capital, seemingly quaint, maybe even a little boring, but beneath the polite surface lies a maze of secrets, chilling crimes, political scandals, colonial horrors, and hidden societies. Tonight, we're diving into 21 of Belgium's most guarded secrets, the side you'll never find in a travel guide. Let's begin. The Augusta scandal, Belgium's political earthquake. In the late 1980s, Italian helicopter company Augusta bribed top Belgian politicians with over €1 million to secure military contracts. The fallout? High-ranking officials, including NATO's Secretary General, resigned in disgrace. The scandal exposed a culture of backroom deals and shattered public trust. Today, it's a national embarrassment Belgians would rather forget. The Brabant killers, 3 masked men whose identities remain unknown to this day, unleashed a wave of terror across Belgium in the early 1980s. Their attacks were sudden, violent, and left entire communities paralyzed with fear. Over the course of several years, they murdered 28 innocent people in a series of brutal supermarket raids, leaving behind scenes of chaos and heartbreak. Families were shattered, and the sense of safety in everyday life was destroyed. Despite decades of investigation, their motives remain shrouded in mystery. Were they common criminals, political extremists, or something else entirely? No one knows for sure. The police response was plagued by missteps and controversy. Crucial evidence was lost. Promising leads were ignored, and wild conspiracy theories flourished in the absence of answers. The investigation became a symbol of institutional failure. The killers vanished without a trace, leaving behind a nation traumatized, haunted by fear, and deeply distrustful of its own institutions. The sense of unease lingered for years, shaping Belgian society in ways that are still felt today. The case remains unsolved, a painful wound in Belgium's collective memory that has never truly healed. Each anniversary brings fresh reminders of the horror and the unanswered questions. For Belgians, the Brabant killers are more than just a crime story. They are a chilling reminder that sometimes the past refuses to stay buried, and justice can remain forever out of reach. King Leopold II's Congo Free State, Belgium's darkest and most disturbing secret, hidden for generations behind a veil of national pride and silence. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, millions of Congolese people suffered and died under Leopold's brutal regime, all in the name of extracting rubber and ivory to fuel European wealth and industry. The atrocities were staggering: severed hands as punishment, families torn apart, entire villages destroyed, and a system of forced labor so cruel it amounted to genocide. This was the true, horrific cost of Belgium's colonial riches. For decades, this chapter of history was whitewashed, downplayed, or simply ignored in Belgian schools and museums. Generations grew up with little knowledge of the suffering inflicted in their country's name. Only in recent years, as activists and historians have demanded accountability, have Belgians begun to confront the uncomfortable truth about their colonial past. The legacy of Congo remains a national shame, a painful history that many in Belgium are still struggling to fully acknowledge, understand, and address. Belgium isn't one country. It's 2 Dutch-speaking Flanders and French-speaking Wallonia, with Brussels caught in the middle. The language divide shapes politics, media, and daily life, fueling endless government gridlock. Outsiders rarely grasp the depth of this split. Locals find it exhausting and embarrassing. It's a family feud that never ends, quietly threatening the nation's unity. Beneath Belgium's peaceful image lie secret Cold War bunkers, nuclear-proof shelters for the government and royals. Their locations and readiness remain classified, reminders of Belgium's hidden role as a NATO stronghold. These concrete relics are silent witnesses to a time when annihilation was just a button away. Brussels hides a labyrinth of tunnels, ancient sewers, buried rivers, and secure passages linking government buildings. Some date back centuries, others serve modern security needs. This hidden network is the city's secret nervous system, invisible to most, essential to power. The 1991 assassination of André Kool's, a powerful socialist politician, shocked Belgium. The murder was linked to political corruption and mafia ties, with the real masterminds never brought to justice. It confirmed the public's worst fears. In Belgium, politics could be deadly. Elite student societies at Belgium's top universities are more than clubs. They're secret pipelines to power. Grueling initiations forge lifelong bonds, creating exclusive networks that shape careers in politics and business. It's a hidden system of influence, quietly steering the country from behind the scenes. Belgian chocolate's secret isn't in the recipe, it's in the cocoa, much of it sourced from West Africa under troubling conditions. Child labor and poverty taint the supply chain, despite promises of ethical sourcing. The nation's sweetest export hides a bitter reality few want to confront. Beyond Brussels' known red light district, Belgium's highways and small towns host hidden rows of carré windows, bleak legal gray zones for sex work. These areas are ignored by locals, tied to trafficking and exploitation. They're a visible secret, quietly excluded from the country's public image. The Marc Dutroux case, Belgium's ultimate nightmare. A child murderer exposed catastrophic police failures and fueled suspicions of elite cover-ups. Public outrage exploded in the White March, demanding justice and reform. The scars remain, a symbol of lost trust in the state. Operation Clean Hands revealed match-fixing, money laundering and corruption at the heart of Belgian football. Top clubs, agents and referees were implicated, shattering fans' faith in the beautiful game. The scandal lingers, a reminder that even national pride can be bought. The Ghent altarpiece's missing panel, The Just Judges, was stolen in 1934 and never recovered. Ransom notes, cryptic clues, and a dying confession have fueled a national obsession for decades. The empty space in the cathedral is a constant reminder of a secret that may never be solved. For years, King Albert II's illegitimate daughter, Delphine Boel, was an open secret, until a court-ordered DNA test forced the monarchy to acknowledge her. The saga exposed the royal family's efforts to protect its image at all costs. It's a reminder that even fairy-tale monarchies have scandalous chapters. Doel, a village emptied for port expansion, stands as Belgium's most famous ghost town, an eerie symbol of progress's human cost. In Wallonia, abandoned towns tell the story of industrial decline and regional inequality. These places are physical reminders of problems politicians prefer to ignore. Freemasons, Belgium's most whispered-about secret society. Their lodges have shaped politics and policy for centuries. Critics see them as a hidden power network, influencing everything from laws to appointments. Whether myth or reality, their influence is undeniable and controversial. The Ardennes forest is beautiful and haunted by unsolved disappearances, mysterious deaths, and legends of a serial killer. Locals whisper about the Ardennes Ripper, but the truth remains buried in the woods. The region's dark reputation is a secret that lingers in the mist. Belgium's wealth gap is stark. Prosperous Flanders, struggling Wallonia, and a Brussels where riches and poverty collide. The economic divide is rarely discussed, fueling resentment and threatening national unity. It's easier to argue about language than to face the country's deepest inequality. Belgium's Trappist beers are legendary, and their recipes are sacred secrets, guarded by monks for centuries. Unique yeasts, precise methods, and strict tradition keep the world's best beers shrouded in mystery. The secrecy is part of the allure and the business. Belgium's underground rave scene thrives in abandoned warehouses and hidden tunnels, organized through secret channels. The secrecy protects the culture from commercialization and police crackdowns. It's a vibrant, invisible world pulsing beneath the country's official culture. Brussels is often called the espionage capital of Europe, a city where the world's most powerful organizations converge. It's home to the European Union, a political and economic powerhouse that shapes the lives of over 400 million people and serves as a magnet for international intrigue. The city also hosts NATO, the world's largest military alliance, and is surrounded by a dense web of diplomats, lobbyists, and undercover operatives, all working in the shadows. Every major intelligence agency, from the CIA and MI6 to Russia's FSB and China's MSS, maintains a presence here, each with their own agendas and secret missions. These agents hunt for secrets, eavesdrop on conversations, and recruit informants, all within the heart of the continent, making Brussels a battleground for information. Belgian security services are constantly on alert, struggling to keep pace with the silent war unfolding in their own capital, where every street corner could hide a new threat. Beneath its calm exterior, the world's quietest city is, in truth, a global hub for spies, a place where the fate of nations can change with a single whispered secret. 21 secrets, each revealing a Belgium far more complex than its postcard image. From colonial horrors to unsolved crimes and hidden power networks, these stories shape the nation's identity. The real Belgium lives in its shadows, its contradictions, and its resilience. Which secret shocked you most? Let us know, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden histories.